Shalom. Starting off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who are learned the truth from. And shalom to the elect out there. The title of this lesson will be Extreme Heat and Intense Weather. And this goes out to you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. Once again, the title of this lesson will be Extreme Heat and Intense Weather. Several ABC News article, and it reads, as death toll climbs in the west from historic U.S. heat wave, flash flooding, tornadoes hit the east. It says right here, at least 28 heat-related deaths have occurred in the west this month. Let's get a little bit more of this article. It reads, as a historic U.S. heat wave continued on Thursday, heat-related deaths in July climbed to at least 28 in the west, while the East Coast recovered from tornadoes and flash flooding as it braced for the return of sweltering temperatures after a brief break. More than 60 million people in 9 western states remained under heat alerts on Thursday. At least 7 cities, including Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Salt Lake City, broke or tied their all-time temperature records on Wednesday, and several cities were poised to set new daily high temperature marks on Thursday, according to the National Weather Service. Let's get a little bit more of this article. It says right here, heat-related deaths reported. The Santa Clara County, California Office of the Medical Examiner coroner reported that 18 heat-related deaths occurred in the county in the first 10 days of July. The county, including its largest city, San Jose, has recorded a string of days in July during which the temperature rose to the high 90s and exceeded 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In a statement released Wednesday, the medical examiner's office confirmed 2 individuals who died from exposure to the heat were unhoused, and 1 individual was enrolled in a transitional housing program. There's going to be people who just don't make it through this, Sean Cartwright, an advocate with the organization Unhoused Response Group, told ABC station KGO in San Francisco. Cartwright said that of the 18 who perished in the heat in the country, at least 6 were older than 50. People are just in a state right now. They're hungry, they're extremely thirsty, and they're at a point right now where they just can't help themselves. Cartwright said of the homeless population in Santa Clara County, assistance needs to come to them. They are just so depleted and really on the edge right now. And we're seeing this extreme heat going around globally right now. And they're reporting and they're saying that the death toll is constantly rising. The extreme heat wave is going out right now. And a lot of people are coming up unalive. But one thing about it is that the Lord is in control. He's doing everything. He kills and he makes alive. He wounds and he heals. When you go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. But the Lord is in control of all of these things we're seeing right now. All of these natural disasters, these different storms, these catastrophic storms that's hitting the earth right now. The Lord is doing it. And also there's been reports of a lot of flooding going on, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes in diverse places, also wildfires. And there's still reports of people in Texas that are still without power due to damage being done in Hurricane Beryl. So a lot of things are taking place now. A lot of miseries are getting put upon people right now. Also, I have another article. Just go dive in this one, very quick one. It's going into these wildfires that's going around in California. So let's get a little bit of this article right here. It reads, it says, at least half a dozen homes lay in ruins Monday after one of many dangerous wildfires in the west suddenly swept into a Southern California neighborhood during a blistering heat wave. 6 homes were ravaged and 7 damaged when the fire sparked by fireworks erupted Sunday afternoon in a hilly area of Riverside, a city about 60 miles, 95 kilometers east of Los Angeles, authorities said at a media briefing Monday evening. The blaze scorched just under a square mile, 2.6 square kilometers. It reads right here, resident Noel Perry and his wife were away when they got a call about a fire in the neighborhood, rushed home and rescued their dog. Unfortunately, the house was in flames when firefighters arrived, the Enterprise reported. It says right here, it was kind of sad to see the house was going, Perry told the newspaper after rummaging through the remains of the newly remodeled house. Riverside hit 102 degrees, 30.9 Celsius on Sunday amid a heat wave that has been largely focused on the interior of California, and it's expected to last through much of the week. So we've seen these wildfires going down in California. They cause a lot of devastation and destruction. And you see these pictures right here, these people houses on a ruin. They're totally destroyed. They're in ruins. There's nothing left to go back to. But this is what the Lord is constantly doing. He's constantly sending out that judgment, calamity upon calamity, all these disasters. Yeah, how about Hashem Yahushua? He's in control, and he's doing all these things. Let's take a look at these pictures real fast. You see right here, man, these houses are just ruined. There's a lot more to come. A lot more calamities, a lot more disasters, a lot more tragedies to come, because we're in that time. Let's get a few precepts. This is just a very quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6. And it reads, "Thou shalt be visitor of the Lord of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake, and great noise with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire." And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing all these strong thunderstorms causing a lot of intense flooding in different areas around the world. Hurricanes, earthquakes in diverse many places, also tornadoes, and we constantly seeing wildfires. But the one thing about it is that the Lord is visiting the world that he made. He's doing all these things that we're seeing, and that's why we have to constantly be fearing the Lord. We have to be seeking him in these days to come, because the Lord is taking it up a notch, and judgment is about to go out on a mass scale. Let's read this again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visitor of the Lord of hosts, with thunder and with great earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." Let's keep on moving. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time," and we are in the latter time. We are in the end. We are near the end. We're in the end days. This is the end time, whether you like it or not. Let's read this again. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall draw in the world, because they walk in great pride." And that's what we're seeing right now. People are walking in great pride. They're arrogant. They're worrying about their daily lifestyles. They're worrying about the careers, these luxury lifestyles. They're worrying about taking trips. They're flaunting their riches. All the money they have, all these different cars, and these fancy things people have. But one thing about it, the Lord shifting the vibration. Once the world was in mirth, now the Lord had the spirit of mourning and suffering going out, misery. People are in distress and are suffering. A lot of hardships hitting people hard. But one thing about it is that we have to keep seeking the Lord, keep seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because he's the one that's doing these things. And we do know if you're not seeking the Lord, and if you're not fearing the Lord, you will be destroyed in these days to come. A lot of miseries are going to fall upon wicked people in these last days. Let's read this again one more time. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time shall join the world, because they have walked in great pride." Let's keep on moving. It's a very quick lesson. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6, and it reads, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?" Let's read it again one more time. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?" Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's doing all these things, all these evils you see, which evils goes into what? Bad times. All these bad times, all these murders, all these disasters, all these storms you've seen, all these things going on in the streets, all this violence, bloodshed. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's in control. He's doing all of these things. All these people that's popping up unalive, the Lord is doing it. That's why you have to be fearing the Lord, because he's doing these things. Judgment is constantly going out, and we have to be prepared for a time we've never seen before. Jacob's trouble is near, and we're going to be seeing these things left and right. We know these things are going to constantly increase as we go on. Let's read this one more time. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6, and it reads, "Shall a trumpet blow in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?" Let's get my last and final precept. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, "Nevertheless, as coming the tokens." And what are the tokens? The tokens represent the signs of the times, the prophecies. "Behold, the day shall come which shall dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith," which goes into the famine of the word. But one thing about it is that we've seen a lot of people being taken in a great number. People constantly power them unalive. There's a lot of recently was a plane crash that killed 18 people. Boat crashes, people dying by all type of tragedies, natural disasters are hitting people. Tornadoes are mowing people down, killing people left and right. All these things we were seeing, man. A lot of people are getting taken in a great number. We already know the death toll is constantly rising each and every day. And one thing about it is that you so-called Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, hey, you better take heed to what's going on. You better take heed to this wisdom, knowledge, and this understanding that's going on right now. Because if you don't, you are seeking death, and you will be destroyed in the days to come. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's not playing. And judgment is about to go out on a mass scale. Let's read this one more time. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So I hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.